What is up, gang? Welcome back to another video with June Baby Jazz. That name sounds real weird out loud, but we're gonna get into it anyway. All right, so welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for visiting and welcome back. And if you are new, my name is Jasmine. Welcome to my page, welcome to my channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can see more of my lovely face. So we're just gonna get into this video. This is essentially just a what's on my iPhone video, as y'all saw in the thumbnail and the title of this video. So we're just gonna get started. So on my background, I just have my goals that I set up for this. That's terrible. All right, so we're just gonna get into this video. So like I said, the background is essentially my goals that I had set up for this year. When I go to unlock the phone, I have I got widget on the top, and then I have my lock screen, but we're gonna scroll to the left. So on the top, I have my widget for my calendar. So I start classes on Tuesday. Today is Friday. I start classes on Tuesday, so I just kind of have everything mapped out in my calendar. So like what days I have classes, what room it's in, what hall it's in, so on and so forth. 2 seconds, I'm about to go get my charger because my phone is dying. Been at work all day, and so I wasn't able to charge my phone. Like, it's been a long day. But anyways, we're gonna get back to the video. So at the top, I just have my calendar, and I have like the classes that I'm gonna have. So we are in January. Starting the 17th, I have counseling skills at 8 a.m., learning and cognition at 9:35, elder abuse at 12:45, and then human genetics and health at 2:15. The reason why everything is in military time is because I'm currently in the military, like y'all saw in my first video. And if you didn't see it in my first video, go ahead and watch that first video and then come back to this video. Anyways, so yeah, all of my classes are kind of lined up and outlined, so I don't forget, and they're like that until the end of April, beginning of May. And then from there, I just have my widgets for my watch and my battery and stuff like that. So my phone is currently charging, and then my watch is on the table, but I took it off. So it just shows me the percentage of those batteries. And then I have my widget for my activity. Today wasn't a great day. I really didn't get up to get a workout in because I had work this morning. So that's not an excuse, but I just didn't do it today. And then under that, I have my notes, my reminders, and then I have a time tree app. I'm in 2 organizations on campus for my college, and we use that app to keep us organized, and we just kind of have a calendar of what days events are, when things need to be completed by. So yeah, that keeps us a little bit more organized. Moving on to my actual main page, when you actually open my phone, I have the CoStar app. It's for zodiac signs. I'm really into that kind of thing. So today was let your body scream, thrash, breathe, tremble, and relax. I actually didn't read what the reading was for today, so that's probably the first time I'm actually reading this today. But yeah, in the background, I have a picture that I took in Hawaii. If y'all ever get the opportunity to go visit there, I highly recommend it. I was on Maui. That's the island that I was on. I didn't go to the main island. And then on the bottom, I just have like call log. I'm getting all these notifications now. On the bottom, I just have my call log, my messages, and my FaceTime. Moving forward, I have the weather in the top left because the weather is very unpredictable up here. Like I'm telling y'all, like as y'all can see, it says flurries for the next hour. Why is it snowing? I mean, I get it, it's like January or whatever and it's supposed to be snowing, but like I hate it. And the snow up here gets like worse than in the city. Like if y'all know, like I said, I'm from Pittsburgh, so we get the snow up here before they get it down here, which blows my mind, but we're not gonna talk about it. So yeah, and then in the next one, I have my IUPDD, so IUP designated driver. Myself, goodness gracious. Myself and a friend of mine run this business together. I established it. I just, I added him to the payroll because he came to me and was like, well, do you need help? Like, and it's beneficial because there's be some days where I just don't feel like driving people around all night. Or some days I want to go out and I don't feel like driving people around to parties, so stuff like that. So it helps. So I have the Google Voice, which is basically a Google Voice number that generates so that when people call you, they're not actually calling your phone number. It calls the number that you set it up with. And then I have my appointments app and my Square app. The Square app is essentially to change anything like in the settings and stuff like that. And then my appointments obviously is pretty self-explanatory. It's just the appointments. Moving forward, I have my mail app, so just mail and Gmail. And then coming down, I have my music apps, Spotify, Music, and Musi. If y'all know Musi, that was good back then. I still have it. It's just offloaded right now because I don't use it every day. Moving on, I have my podcast, and then I have Anchor. So podcast is pretty self-explanatory. It's the podcast for Apple. And then Anchor is actually an app that you can utilize to create your own podcast. You can eventually become monetized on that app as well. So if you're ever interested in creating your own podcast, I highly recommend looking into Anchor. I've been using it for a little over a year now. I want to say almost 2 years. I think in November it'll be 2 years. So yeah, I highly recommend this app. You can become monetized. You can utilize this app and it will distribute your podcast for you. If you record on your computer or your devices, you can utilize Zoom and have them record it, and it'll save the audio to your device and the video if you want to keep the video. But typically it just saves the I save the audio and then I just edit the audio on the app. You can actually edit the audio on the app if you don't want to do it through a separate app. Moving forward, everything for college. So I have my school email, my group me that I utilize for my organizations, my job, stuff like that. So my job kind of coincides with that app. And then I have the One Home app. That's for my internet service that runs through my apartment building. And then Time Tree, like I said, that was the really big widget on the first screen that I showed you guys. This next one is it's the Authenticator that I have to use at work. We pretty much have to sign into everything Microsoft, so they want to authenticate that you actually are who you say you are, to the best of their ability at least. And then photos and videos, I have YouTube, I have YouTube Studio, photos and camera. All of this is pretty self-explanatory. For those of you who don't have a YouTube channel or don't like record on YouTube, YouTube Studio is essentially like a way to track your analytics. You can track subscribers, comments, things of that nature, and you can actually do it directly from the app. Like you can respond to comments directly from the app as opposed to responding on YouTube. Photos and camera is pretty self-explanatory. And then, not that again, okay. All of my social medias, so Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat, CoStar, like I was saying, that's the app I was talking about for zodiac signs. Discord is utilized for a number of things, from gaming to crypto to business. I mean, you can really utilize this for whatever. I'm currently in a group chat for a podcast. I'm in another group chat for all things lawyer related. So yeah, I mean, you really have to like find your niche on this app and just kind of roll with it. And then Linktree is basically like where I keep all of my links at. So my YouTube, my podcast, my Etsy planner business, I was trying to think of the other one, and a few other things on there. And then I have my big app widget. I have my big widget for Apple Music, and essentially this is just like the widget for Apple Music. Right now I have like a major obsession with Chris Brown all over again, so I've been listening to him pretty much all day. But yeah, and then moving on, I have my money. So Daily Pay is essentially like an app that you can utilize to get some of your paycheck before your actual paycheck comes out. As long as your establishment or your job utilizes this app, you can withdraw money from your check before it comes out, or before it deposits to your bank account. PNC is pretty self-explanatory. Cash App, everybody pretty much knows what that is. Capital One, Discover, or for my credit cards, and then Experian is to monitor my credit score. If you are just now getting a credit card, I highly recommend getting Experian to make sure that moving forward, like your identity isn't stolen and there's no like not like anonymous charges, but like things that you didn't buy. So like fraudulent charges essentially. And that's pretty much it. I don't really have too much else on my phone. I'm pretty boring when it comes to this. I think I had another widget, but maybe not. I thought I did, but I don't. But yeah, like a lot of these apps are pretty like self-explanatory. I don't really use like all of these in a day. Contacts, AVP, Discord. Pretty much. I have Indeed jobs on here. to find a new job. I have Messenger. I have my account. So my account is find the words. My account app is for Xfinity. So if you have Xfinity, Wi-Fi, internet, cable, whatever, you can monitor everything through that app. And then, like I said, Outlook, the home app. I have Pinterest on here. Resident Portal is for my apartment. Roku is for my Roku setup for my TV. And then everything else is pretty self-explanatory. I don't really use too much on here now that I think about it. I thought I had more apps than this, but I do not. But yeah, that is pretty much it. But I went through that kind of quickly. But if y'all have any other questions, y'all want me to go into detail about anything else, I definitely can. That wasn't a really long video, but matter of fact, okay, so I closed it. But yeah, so that's pretty much the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. It's a big one, so be on the lookout. Bye.